Can you guys hear me? Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll be discussing respiratory system today, okay? The basics of respiratory system only. Can you see the screen, the respiratory system, the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So you know the basic anatomy of the respiratory tract, right? Respiratory system. There is this upper respiratory system and lower respiratory system. What is the function of the respiratory system? It is to allow one to obtain oxygen, eliminate carbon dioxide, right? So it consists of two phases, inspiration and expiration. Inspiration will be the process of taking in oxygen, and expiration is the process of blowing out air. So this is the normal anatomy. This from here, the nose, the uh, pharynx, okay, nasopharynx. This will be upper respiratory tract, okay. And from here, the airway start, right? This is the trachea. These are the left main bronchus, right main bronchus, and then it will divide into bronchioles and bronchioles. Then bronchioles also we have respiratory and terminal bronchioles, right? After that, alveoli will come here. That's sac-like spaces, no air spaces where exchange of oxygen takes place. Okay, and this is what is this? This is the diaphragm, right? The diaphragm is the main muscle which is responsible for respiration. You must have known the physiology, how exchange of gases takes place in the alveoli and the mechanism, like here what is the role of the diaphragm. You've learned it in physiology, right? What was your previous class about? Which topic? From pathology?
Chronic inflammation, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So you know the basic anatomy and physiology, right? So these are the functions of each of the segments of the respiratory system. Okay. The nose nasal cavity. The main function is to warm, moisten, and filter the air as it is inhaled. Pharynx, larynx, trachea, alveoli. This is the thing that's important. No? The functional respiratory units in the lung where gases are exchanged. This is the upper respiratory tract. These are the components. So you already know. Okay, the main function of upper respiratory tract is to, this is the passageway for respiration. There are smell receptors. It filters incoming air. Like it cannot, everything cannot go inside the lung, right? Something has to be filtered. So that is the function of the upper respiratory tract. Okay. Then this is the lower respiratory tract. We have the larynx here. Okay. Then comes the trachea. Then it divides. And from here, from the bronchioles and terminal bronchioles, then respiratory bronchioles, then this will be the alveoli, okay, the sac. So the functions of the lower respiratory tract is to maintain an open airway, routes for food and air appropriately, assist in sound production. This is larynx ka. Trachea will transport the air to and from the lungs. Bronchi branch into the lungs. Lungs will it will transport air into the alveolus for gas exchange. So this is how gas exchange takes place. This is the airway. Okay, this is the airway. This is where oxygen enters. This is the sac, and these are the capillaries. The capillaries which are there, with the alveoli. There is a thin what do you call that, barrier, in between, and through this barrier only this gases exchange takes place. So oxygen will come in, carbon dioxide will go out from here. See here, this is the barrier, okay? This is the very thin barrier. This is the capillary. These are the red blood cells. Can you see? These are the red blood cells. This is the capillary. This is the alveolar sac. Can you see the arrow?
Yes, ma'am.
You can see, right? So this is the alveolar sac or alveoli. These are the capillaries, and air exchange occurs here. This is the diffusion barrier, they call, okay? So this is the respiratory cycle. This one, you might have learned in normal like physiology, no? So these are the things that I'm supposed to take in the subsequent classes. Today it was just the introduction, okay? Do you guys want me to repeat? Today I'm taking a very short one, okay? Because today I just want you to learn the basics, the normal part of the respiratory tract, what are the functions, what's the anatomy, physiology, you read up on that. In the next class, I'll take the diseases, okay? So whoever has not joined from the beginning, they can see again. I'll repeat it, okay? And then we'll have a very short class. From next time, I'll start the diseases, okay? Okay, so these are the functions. Functions of the respiratory system. You already know this. It's to obtain oxygen, eliminate carbon dioxide. And how it does this? through gases exchange in the alveoli. Alveoli are inside the lungs. These are the alveoli which are inside the lungs. So the respiratory tract is arranged like this is the nose. These are the sinuses also form a part of the respiratory system. Air enters the nose. This is the nasopharynx and oropharynx. This area is the pharynx, right? So it will enter, and then this will be the trachea. Okay, from the trachea, it will divide into. This is the carina. You must have learned in anatomy, no? This is the where the trachea bifurcates into two, left and right main bronchus. Okay, from the bronchus there will be bronchioles, segmental bronchioles they call them. According to the lobar, first lobar, because there are right lung have how many lobes? 3 lobes now, and left lung has 2 lobes. So according to that, it will divide lobar, main bronchus, then lobar, then segmental, then terminal bronchiole, then respiratory bronchiole, and respiratory bronchiole will be very close to the alveoli. Okay, and this is the diaphragm. Diaphragm is the very big, strong muscle which forms a part of this one, which plays a very important role in respiration. Okay, so this is the basic how respiratory system is arranged. These are the functions. Okay, I'm starting from beginning again for whoever hasn't attended. You just see these are the basic things. This so you can learn yourself also. Today I will be teaching the diseases. Okay, so here the most important part is alveoli, because this is where gases exchange takes place. So when we talk about diseases, there will be like separate diseases which are affecting the nose, right? There will be pharynx wala diseases, larynx ka separate, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, and alveoli. So I'll just tell you. For lung, it's divided into like, because see, we have the airways. Main components is we have the airways, the large and big airways. There are diseases which are affecting only the airways. Those are obstructive diseases. Okay, obstructive diseases if the airway is obstructed. And there are other diseases, the next group of diseases which are called restrictive diseases. Restrictive diseases will affect the chest wall or any of this, like the interstitium. You know, this is the interstitium in between. Are you understanding? There are 2 types, okay? 2 types of main like respiratory diseases, which is divided into obstructive, which will affect the airways, what I've explained, and another type is restrictive, which is like some defect is there in the chest wall or some defect in the diaphragm, for example, some defect in the interstitium in between. No, in between the airways, there's this lung interstitium, right? So those kind of diseases are again restrictive diseases. So there are 2 main groups. We'll go to that tomorrow. Yeah, and diseases affecting the alveoli will be restrictive or obstructive. They will be obstructive because alveoli is also part of the airways, right? These are all airways, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli coming from the trachea. Okay, so this is the upper respiratory tract, what I've shown. The trachea starts from here, okay? These are the functions of the upper respiratory tract. For respiration, for smell receptors are there. Filters incoming air to filter larger foreign material, moistures, warms incoming air. And then for voice also. So this one I'm showing again. These are the alveoli, okay, coming from the bronchioles. So whatever affecting this airways, this will be obstructive diseases. Okay, if there is some foreign body here, for example, someone comes to you in emergency, there's a small child who has swallowed a coin or something, okay, some foreign body, then it will be like obstruction, nah? So that is one kind of pathology. Okay, another is this interstitium. You can see, no, in between these are the interstitium where the airways are not there. That part of the lung, that one, and then these are the chest walls. Can you see these are the ribs? These are the ribs, and these are the muscles in between. So if there is some defect in the chest wall, like scoliosis, you know what scoliosis is? What is scoliosis? What is scoliosis?
And the spine becomes in S-shaped structure.
Yes, that is scoliosis. Okay, so if there is any defect in the chest wall, okay, or in the diaphragm or anything in the interstitium, then it comes under restrictive diseases. Okay. Now, these are the same thing, functions. Today I just want you to give a brief idea about like basic, but you have. I think you all know this anatomy physiology para hai na. This is how the normal alveoli looks like. These are air-filled sacs. Okay. This is the bronchiole. This is usually these are called respiratory bronchioles. Okay, the smaller ones. This is the terminal bronchiole. So the blood vessels, they become capillaries, no, very small blood vessels here. They wind around all these alveolar sacs, and then gases exchange takes place through them. So the membrane or the barrier which is in between the vessels and the capillaries and the alveoli, this is the diffusion barrier. We call it the diffusion barrier, okay? So through this only gases exchange will take place, and this alveoli is lined by type 1 and type 2 pneumocytes. Type 2 pneumocytes will secrete surfactants to decrease the surface tension so that while breathing they don't collapse. Okay, the alveoli has to remain open, right? So for that purpose, type 2 pneumocytes will secrete surface surfactants to decrease the surface tension so that it doesn't collapse during expiration. This is how it takes place, respiration. So, do you guys know what is asthma? Just a brief this thing for later classes. Asthma is a type of allergic reaction, right? Severe allergic reaction characterized by the constriction of bronchioles. So, constriction of bronchioles, they're saying. So, what type of disease is this? Obstructive or restrictive? What will you put asthma under? I told you there are two groups of lung diseases. One is obstructive, one is restrictive. Okay, besides the infections will come to that later. So asthma, they're saying it's constriction of bronchioles. What are bronchioles? These are airways, right? Constriction of bronchioles meaning there will be obstruction of the airways. So this will fall under what category? Obstructive or restrictive? Anyone?
Obstructive.
Obstructive, right? Because it involves the airways, obstruction of the airways, constriction of the bronchioles. Have you read asthma before? You know the pathophysiology, how it occurs? No, no? Okay, we'll learn that in the subsequent classes. And coming to bronchitis. Bronchitis is the inflammation of the bronchioles or the bronchi, okay? This will also come under obstruction because it involves the bronchioles, which are airways, right? It will mess up with the passage of air in the airways. So this also comes under obstructive lung diseases. Bronchitis, okay? Chronic bronchitis, mostly it's chronic and usually more than 3 months. This will also be obstructive, okay? And what is emphysema? Emphysema is a condition in which the alveoli deteriorate, causing the lungs to lose their elasticity. This one, have you heard this word before, emphysema? What is it associated with? In who, like in what group of people? This occurs in? This occurs in smokers, okay? Emphysema. We'll go into detail later, okay? In the subsequent classes. Pneumonia. The pneumonia is, what is pneumonia? Infection. Right? Infection of the lungs. Okay, what are the causes of pneumonia? Can you guess? What can cause pneumonia? Yes, louder.
Less pneumonia.
Bacteria, right? Bacterial pneumonia is there, viral pneumonia is there, interstitial pneumonia is there. Pneumonia can be due to organisms or it can also be due to non-infective, okay, like non-infective causes also. Like interstitial pneumonia, that's a different entity, okay. I'll teach you all this later. But what basically happens in pneumonia is there's consolidation. Have you heard of the word consolidation before? Consolidation is like when alveoli, this alveoli which are supposed to be filled with air. See this alveoli, this is supposed to be filled with air, right? So on radiology, on X-ray, what do you see the lungs? You have seen, right? X-rays, they are dark, transparent, right? Because this is air. These are all air. Okay. So what happens in pneumonia when you see an X-ray of someone who has pneumonia? There will be opacities. There's solid areas, white, opaque areas, okay? That is because these alveolar spaces are filled with exudates or inflammation or something abnormal is going on in the alveoli because of maybe infections, bacteria. Then many inflammatory cells will come in through the capillaries, right? And then the capillaries also will become leaky. There will be extravasation of fluid into the alveoli. All these things will make the shadow of the alveoli look opaque on X-ray, okay? So that is called consolidation, okay? That we see in pneumonia. See, the condition in which the alveoli become filled with fluid, preventing the exchange of gases. So because of that collection, no, the exchange of gases will be affected. This exchange of gases won't go smoothly, right here, because this area is all affected. It's like filled with exudates and fluid. It is supposed to be filled with air only. Okay, so that's the basic thing in pneumonia. That's the pathology, no? Then lung cancer to irregular alveolar, you don't know what cancer is. So today I think I'll just wind up. Next time I'll try to teach better, okay? We'll start with the diseases. You just read the normal anatomy, physiology, how the respiratory tract is, okay? Okay, I'll just wind up the class today. You read about normal respiratory system, how is it, respiratory tract, what are the functions, okay? The next time we'll come to the diseases, asthma, bronchitis, emphysema, all this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah, for today it's okay. You try to read up the normal thing only, respiratory system. Okay? Okay.